Alright, so we were asked to do some tips on Ultraman Arc Galaxy Armor, and there is a certain way you gotta be playing. You gotta find that timing on a lot of his attacks, because he does not have a lot of free will when it comes to red armor stuff that he can get away with murder, like most characters. So you always gotta play Arc in a certain way where it comes down to being defensive, and play a keep away game till you're ready to move in on the attack. I'm still surprised that Spiral Drill does not. Oh, come on! If that game, my game did not drop a frame there, Glitter would have been dead there, 100%. Like, I am honestly thinking the arrows are the best bet because sometimes people can rerun into those, and that would give you more of a way for Arc to kind of get his groove back. But yeah, Arc does not have a lot of red moves. A lot of his moves can be kind of punched out of. So you got to be careful when using certain moves with Arc, because if you don't, then you're going to have issues. Gotta keep getting trade geared. All right, so I definitely lost that one for sure because, hey, that's Glitter triggers maximum glitter form, and that's an automatic GG's. I could have tried to get a good counter in, but knowing that, I'm an American player, I don't think my ping would have worked out for that counter move. Fire, and I'm dead. Of course not. So like I said, you always have to play the character a certain way. Like, you always start off with the keep away first, then fire some arrows. Maybe you'll get lucky. Then you fire those, go behind the opponent, and let those arrows kind of like sink in. Kind of upset that didn't work, but that counter was real. Bam, he wants to press buttons. That's okay. We get away with murder like that. Bam. And of course, he still has this charge counter where he tries to do a mix-up, which is cool. But yeah, and then he rage quit. But yeah, you just gotta keep the momentum going when you're playing Arc Galaxy. Like, there's a certain way you definitely have to play him since he doesn't have the red moves like a lot of characters. You have to use that claw when you get a chance. All right, good. That's fine. Bam, go for the charge. Surprised I didn't eat any bullet damage there. Missile. Oh no. Nope, denied. Bam, well, bam, well, bam. Wait for that thing to end so you can actually get a good counter move so you can get some real combos in. Bam. Punch, 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 punch. So the American way to play Arc, just keep mashing the melee button, because either all your kicks always going to be able to reach the opponent, and that's okay. That's what you need. Backdash. Oh, finally that worked, but the missiles were blocked by the electric shield there, which sucked. Finally, I pulled off a Chinese move. And let's appear back him, get that free damage in. Remember that arrow move is always free damage once you appear back of the opponent. Of course, that move's great too. No, let's pop him back up. I think I'll get out of that trade gear move in time. Yep, let's go. Well, bam, and rage quit. So yeah, you just got, like I said, you got to keep up the pressure with Arc when you can. I mean, you're trying to build that passive too, so you can get a free, decent barrel roll attack in. Bam, pop it up. Keep going. Just keep slicing. The damage is already astounding as it is. Claw. Also know your limits with the claw, honestly, because that is situational. Look at that. Apparently you can still get it on a little sweep kick there. So like I said, bam, keep looping it. Bam, bam. Like I said, your leg is bound to reach. Trust me. Like, I didn't deny it before, but like there's got to be I can do this without the combo actually dropping, because I'm not playing I'm playing with a VPN. I gotta find my momentum really. Bam, 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 punch, punch. Yeah, no, like honestly, like playing Arc, you gotta play him in a certain way. There's a lot of way better red move characters, and it shows. And Max is definitely one of those kinds of red characters that we can't really avoid, because he gets free stuff like that, a free shield. Wow, that actually caught me in the air, and I had a tornado in back. Let's fire some arrows on that one. Fire, fire. Apparently, I don't have my freaking back kick because I decided to do the claw. So keep in mind, if you do use the claw and you're prepping for a teleport attack, you might lose your kicks. That causes the mix-up, which actually sucks that happens, really, because you need both. I wish there wasn't really a cooldown for that kind of slot in particular for Arc, but I guess this is just a way to balance his mojo out. Nice dodge, but bam, get some kicks in. Fire some arrows. This is how we get our maximum damage output. Bam. Oh, God. And he got out of that, which is crazy. Backdash. Fire boomerangs. Punch, 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 punch. Bam, bam, bam. Let's build up that meter. Ka-chow. And I got tray geared. We can block that. Run away, run away. Bam. Dodging. Firing. Filling. Ultra Q finish. I wish. But that's not happening. He got a good block in. I didn't have enough time. The arrows, like I said, the arrow move doesn't even have like red frames, so if someone does a red move like what Max just did, like you're just gonna die, honestly. It sucks. But yeah. It's just like Art Galaxy, to me, he's not a brain dead character. You actually have to put more thought into his kit. He's not like something you can just like mess around with. You actually have to really put in the effort. Oh god. And see, that's when the arrow move comes in clutch, because he tried to get a counter move off. It didn't work. Fire, fire, fire. Try to stab him. I'm going to keep punching him if he tries to do a caliber attack. Which he will. Don't worry, he tried to right there. That's not happening. Got hit by an assist, but I still have my breakaway. Bam. Cut. That was an accident, and he got out of that. Good for you. And somehow that shield came out pretty quick. Don't know how that happened. Bam. Good counter. Now, the counter doesn't last long after even like a punch hit, which makes no sense. Maybe they might improve that for Arc. If you perform a good counter, it would last longer. It's kind of weird that counter only lasts for like a second. It's kind of sad. I kind of wish it lasted a little bit longer, but it is what it is when you're playing this character. Now, if that move actually had red frames where he fires those Luna discs, that would fix the character drastically, I would say. Because then he'll be able to do even more crazy stuff. But bam, if you're on the opposite end, and pop him up. Nice block. You got a counter in, that's fine. God, the fact that I didn't eat any of that wind damage is crazy. I'm actually in shock. I was able to dodge that because that's one of Orb's very good moves. No. No. He didn't even let me finish. So anyways, yeah. So as we come to an end of this tips, just know when you're playing Arc, try to play towards the character's attack patterns, because you got to find your opening with this character a lot. But if you fire the arrows, you know to start going on the opposite side of your opponent to get some extra damage in. And that's like very important. Nope. Not going to eat that, even though it was a perfect counter. Bam. Pop in the back, and he grew big. Like I said, any red move could stop a lot of Arc's nonsense. It's like that's Arc's only big weakness. This is why you have to play him a certain way. You have to play him in a very defensive way, really. See, now I'm just backdashing, praying that I don't fudge this up. Bam, pop up. And I'm going to claw him in case he did use his alien Balaton. Wish he didn't, so the bait didn't work. But I think I still would have hated that, because alien Balaton's like a couple hit combo, really, which sucks. So I'm getting maxed out comboed, so you got to be careful. Again, Max is still a threat to me, honestly. In fact, that he saw his red moves, he'll always be a threat. All right, we're going to block this. Let's see if we can make that comeback. Bam. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Break. Q power. Imagination. Backdash. Fire the arrows. Good. He sidestepped. He screwed himself on that one. I'm going to use my assist before he has time to react. Let's go. Pop up. Ba-bam, 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 ba-bam. Pop up. And now I got one counter for later, which is good. Bam. That counter was worth it. Backdash. Bam. Backdash. Bam. GG's.